I welcome everyone to my YouTube channel called Sentence Master. This innovation is based on the biological concept of cell and its nucleus. Its application to sentence construction is that the verb controls the sentence word order. A research was conducted and this method was found to be very successful in teaching sentence construction. The mathematical concept of equation is used to show how the sentence pattern should be arranged to get the final result of a correct sentence. I hope to start with single units today and proceed to phrasal and clausal units later and teach students how to learn English sentence construction without always depending on teachers and outside help. So keep watching my videos and you will learn to be independent in your sentence construction. Without taking much time, let us start. First we start with single units. Now let us take this sentence. The driver stopped the car. Stopped is the verb nucleus. As soon as you see the word stop, we can find out that there must be someone to stop and there must be something to be stopped or someone to be stopped. By looking just at the verb nucleus, the meaning of the verb, we can find out, we can figure out the sentence units. So this is very helpful in learning how to create your own sentences without seeking outside help. So we have the equation S equals S plus B plus X. By introducing this equation, we teach the children that verb nucleus says on the left hand side the performer of the verb, the particular nucleic action, and the X unit takes the impact of the particular action described in the verb. So we have the driver stopped the car. So this is the concept of verb nucleus and its application to sentence construction. Now let us start with the most basic pattern of single units. As I told you, I'll start with single units today. Now for example, if we take the verb bark, we know the particular performers of the action are barking. It should be dogs. So we have S equals S plus V and we write the word bark and tell the students to replace S with dogs. Then very easily any slow learner can understand that S plus V is the basic pattern, and if they are asked to write Baba nida gannawa, they can follow this sentence pattern S equals S plus V and write the sentence the baby is sleeping. Is sleeping is the nucleus and the baby is the left hand side unit, that is the performer of the action of sleeping. Now we move on to another basic sentence pattern which is found in single units, that is S equals S plus B plus X. Now in this particular sentence pattern we have the verb nucleus ate. Now if you say ate, we know that there must be someone to eat and something to be eaten. So that is very easily we can teach students that S should have the person who ate and X should have what he ate. So if you want to say mama biscuit ekak kava, then ate will come to the middle, that is the verb nucleus, and I will come on the left hand side and the biscuit would come on the right hand side. Biscuit is the X unit. Then we move on to another very basic pattern. S equals S plus B plus X2 plus X1. There are two X units. One receives the direct impact, the second receives the indirect impact. That is why we distinguish one X from the other X by putting 1 and 2. So X2 receives the indirect one, X1 receives the direct impact. So I want to write, I gave Lal a book. So how does this sentence come about? Gave is the verb nucleus And the doer of the performer of the action is I. Who gave? I gave. To whom did I give? Lal, the indirect person who indirectly receives the action. And then what did I give Lal? A book. That is the X1 unit. So by showing this sentence pattern and this example, we can take students to create their own sentences using this same pattern, like I gave my teacher the exercise, I gave Rosie a book. Like that we can make any number of sentences. Now we move on to those are the four basic patterns, that is S equals S plus V, S equals S plus V plus X, then S equals S plus V plus X2 and X1. There are alternative patterns which will be discussed later. Then we move on to the next stage of single units, that is modified units. Modified units means single units which are modified and seen in simple sentence structures. Like for example, M adjective and Y the adverb. So there are two different symbols used to distinguish adjective from adverb. Adjectives describe nouns and adverbs describe verbs. So we have the old man died. So how do we get this sentence pattern? How do we teach students to create some more sentence patterns based on this? We write the equation S equals within square brackets M plus S plus V. Right. Now how do we get it very easily? We can describe how the sentence the old man died come about, right? So all the students understand the verb nucleus is died, then somebody who died must be on the left hand side, so we put man. But now we can't just write man, we have to describe the man. That is why we put the symbol M to add to the S. So we say old man, not any other man, but old man, right? Then we come to another kind of modifier called adverbial modifiers, and write a sentence. I present this sentence, he came yesterday. So the nucleus is came. As soon as you see came, you know somebody who came must be on the left hand side now, meaning he. But when did he come? Yesterday. So here we can't put the X symbol because X symbol is different from Y. Y is an adverb and X is a noun. So therefore X units are only nouns and Y unit refers to adverbs. So we have S equals S plus V plus Y, not X. So remember such. So such sentences can be written by giving this as an example. Say he came at 8 o'clock. Like that we can teach students to write with adverbial units added to the single units. Third stage of the single sentence construction is combinations. Now when we have combinations, we have subunits inside the main unit. Now if we take the main unit S, sometimes you may get subunits like S1 and S2, but they can't be just written, they have to be linked up with the letter L, symbol L. So we say Lal and Kamal, and we write the sentence Lal and Kamal left. Left is the verb nucleus. As soon as you see left, then you know some people must have left. So who are these two people? Lal and Kamal. So as there are two people, we can't write Lal Kamal. So we introduce the symbol L to join. So we modify the sentence pattern and write S equals within square brackets S1 plus L plus S2 close square brackets and write the word V. Then finally we come to the final stage of single units, modifications and combinations. Modified units, but at the same time they are combined. Now let us take the verb lived as the verb nucleus, lived, jivattuna. Then if you say lived, jivattuna, then immediately we can find out who lived. Must come on the left hand side. So there are two people now, Minisa, Birinda. So man, wife, they must come on the left hand side. But I just can't write man and wife without any modifications, because now the sentence pattern reminds me that there must be two adjectives to qualify the nouns. Like, for example, open square brackets, within circular brackets you get m plus s1 close square circular bracket plus l plus again circular brackets m plus s2, then again that circle is closed, and then with a square bracket to show that there is a combination as well as a modification. So we write the old man and sick wife lived. So that is how you get combined sentences, combined units with subunits combination. That is why they are called combined units. Then finally, I want to make a special mention about the be verb. People would wonder, if you look at the be verb, there is no action. Then how do you find out what is on the left and what is on the right? But it is not a big problem. If you get the linking verb be verb is, remember that the topic comes on the left hand side and the description comes on the right hand side. So if you want to describe Mr. Pereira, then we start with Mr. Pereira on the left hand side and write the verb is, and then we want to tell what his job is. Then we write that on the right hand side. So here you can see the symbol X within brackets C, because that is a complement. X is now a complement of the subject. It is not an X unit. It is, therefore, remember that with be verb sentences you don't get any X units, but you get only what you call XC, complement. X is only the complement of the subject. So we get Mr. Pereira is a teacher. So I summarize finally the concept, verb nucleus concept. In every sentence you get particular kind of units. They are called S unit, which is the doers of the action, performers of the verb nucleus, then the verb nucleus, then X units which get the impact of the verb nucleus, then M and Y if there are modifiers, M for adjectives, Y for adverbs, X stand for noun units which are not modifiers, and finally they are all joined together with the symbol L referring to the link word. So capital S means the sentence equals these symbols S plus V plus X. Sometimes you may have a sentence S plus M, S, V plus X, like that. Several kinds of units may be joined together, and then we learn how to write any kind of sentence without getting other people's help. So I hope you will continue watching these videos and learn how to create sentences on your own rather than copying from others. Thank you for sharing my video.